Hey, it's Maurice. I'm back at it again with another Beatdowns Fights video. So I'm back at it again here. So, I hope you guys like these videos of my fights. So basically what I do on this channel is I have books like this, like notebooks, and I write down the fights I think of are worth actually mentioning in the world. So basically, for example, Toothless versus Darth Vader, and people debate who to win in the fight. So basically, I write down characters or vehicles and all that, or nature fights, like Panther versus a tiger, and I tell them who to win in these fights. So let's get right to it. So the fights I got here, the first fight I got is Indiana Jones. That means Heath Ledger's Joker. After that one, I got Moon Knight. That means Yoda. After that one, I got Robocop. That means One Dark Trooper. After that one, I got Toothless. That means Maui. After that one, I got Sully from Monsters Inc. versus Mr. Incredible. So who wins these fights? Wow, we're gonna find out here. So the first thing, let's talk about Indy first. So Indy is a great fighter. Like literally my top 5 favorite movie characters of all time. For me it goes like this: Hobbs, John McClane, Optimus Primal, Indiana Jones, and Robocop. So Indy is a great fighter. Like literally such a skilled fighter. But you might not think he's kind of like superhuman because he can bleed out. But basically, if he can like take a punishment, he's kind of a little bit of a superhuman. But he does have his whip and his revolver. So let's talk about Ledger's Joker. So Heath Ledger's Joker is literally my favorite live action Joker, next to Jack Nicholson's Joker. But we're just talking about Ledger's. So Ledger's is actually a great fighter. Like, he's not the greatest fighter out there, but he's still a great fighter himself. But he does have his gadgets and gear. But because between the two here, Ledger might have advantage with the experience and stuff. But Indy just is a way better fighter. He can take more punishment than Ledger's Joker. And I just don't really see how Ledger's gadgets can actually put Indy down. Great fight, but I think Indy wins that fight. So the next fight is Moon Knight against Yoda. So this would be a really cool fight. I would love to see my favorite superhero. It's one of my favorite prequel characters. Like, let's talk about Yoda first. So Yoda has proven himself just how powerful he is. Like, he can fight against Palpatine a couple of times in the Clone Wars TV show. But he can basically fight against clone troopers and all that. But what's that all going to do against a legit god here? Because Yoda is going against Moon Knight here. Like, Yoda does have the Force and the lightsaber, but Moon Knight is obviously more durable and much tougher than Yoda. Like, way more skilled fighter too. Like, you might think Yoda has the Force, he can basically like stop the Crescent Moon rings coming at him. But because like Yoda's such a good fighter, Moon Knight's such a good fighter, plus he does have a healing factor on top of that too. Good fight, but I think Moon Knight wins that. Next up is Robocop against One Dark Trooper. So, who wins this fight? So, they're both obviously physically strong, but Robocop might have more experience here. Like, the Dark Trooper is obviously very, very strong. Like, basically can manhandle Mando. Like the Mandalorian. But basically, they can send out powerful punches. And they do have their blasters. But Robocop has some experience and better gear. Close fight though, but I think Robocop will actually beat the Dark Trooper in the fight. They pains me to say it though. I really like Dark Troopers, but I think RoboCop would actually put down. If it's like a squad or like two, yeah, I can see the Dark Troopers winning that one. But it's just one. So yeah, I think RoboCop would win a fight. Next up is Toothless going to Maui. So Toothless is still one of my favorite characters in the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. Like literally my favorite character. But Toothless is obviously very fast. Like he can send out very powerful beams. Like he can literally send out electric shocks too. So basically Toothless is plenty strong and tough, but Maui is also a demigod here too. For me, in the Moana movies, I actually prefer Moana 2 over the first one because it had more Maui in it. But Maui is still very powerful. Like the kicker is here, he has his hook. You might want to argue and say Moon Knight has demigod powers, he would win. But because the thing is here, like yes, he can do some damage to Toothless, but Toothless can send out very powerful attacks. Maybe knock out Maui too. This is a very close fight, but I think Toothless would beat Maui here. So the last fight, Sully commands by Mr. Incredible. But who actually would win between the two? So the obvious better fighter is Mr. Incredible. Yeah, he's not my favorite member of the Incredibles, but still, he's insanely strong and a great fighter too. Like, he can basically fight against the Omnidroid. Like, do you know how hard it is to fight against the big robot, the Omnidroid? Yeah, Mr. Incredible did that with ease. Just actually threw it into the lava. Take a lava bath, but still it came up from the lava. That's how strong the Omnidroid is. But Mr. Incredible can fight against it, can beat it a couple times. But still, Mr. Incredible was just getting thrown around by the Omnidroid. Even by Sandrum too. But what's he gonna do against Sully? Well, Sully has better punching power. Basically, he can knock out random. But I think because Sully can basically rip off machines off their hinges, yeah, he's definitely stronger than Mr. Incredible. He might have the better punching power, too. It is a close fight, but I know a lot of people might think Mr. Incredible will beat Sully because he's the better fighter. But it's not I just like Sully a lot more because he is one of my favorite Pixar characters, but one of my favorite characters, period. I still think because of his punching power has advantage over Mr. Incredible's punching power too. So yeah, I think for me, I think Sully would win. So yeah, so if you like this video, like, subscribe. So bye for now.